All right, welcome to part two, everybody. So I want to just bring you up to speed. We've just been ordered to descend to 32,000 feet. We're 154 nautical miles out. I realize that's going to result in a slightly longer episode. But look, I wanted to check in now because look what I noticed. You see this? Why are we not on our track line, you might ask? Well, right now we're headed to Zatip, at least according to the onboard GPS. Okay, ZATIP. That's on our flight plan. Okay, intentionally in the preloaded flight plan from Scottsdale to Spokane. But look at this. You ready for this? Watch. Look at this mess. What the hell is this all about? I have no idea. It's got. The question is, what's going to happen when, here we are, okay? What's going to happen when we get to Zatip? This suggests, this white line here, suggests that we're going to get to, I mean, lots of luck trying to keep track of everything here. Over here, turn south, turn west, turn north, and then turn southeast and head back to Zatip and then go and shoot the approach. Well, that ain't gonna happen. I'm just here to tell you right now. But what's weird is that we're off our track. So this is very strange. Very, very strange. I don't know what to make of this. More bugginess to deal with. All I want is a nice, smooth approach and landing. So anyway, we are going to initiate our descent down to 32,000, which is what they told us to descend to. I mean, they didn't actually tell us because they have it turned off, but I can still see what they would have said if I were actually listening. Oh, 34,000, excuse me. Anyway, let's go ahead and initiate that descent. Switch over to knots units. Descend it 2,000 feet per minute. And then let's just see what happens, because I was trying to think when's the last time I saw something goofy like this. But it's I noticed this, that we're off track. Now what's interesting is on my ForeFlight app, we're not off track. I can't show you a picture of that. But my ForeFlight app shows us exactly where we're supposed to be. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. But according to this, we're off track, and it's got this crazy, I mean, look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, for God's sakes, look at this. Oh, God. Here's the airport. Kilo Golf, Echo Golf. So, man, I don't know what's going to happen. You can see the weather has changed rather dramatically from Scottsdale. We're over the deck now. So we'll have probably some icing in our immediate, well, not immediate future, but in our future. 128 miles out now, descending. 130, you want to be at 39,000, but keep in mind that the airport's elevation is 2385. Let's go ahead and enter our ILS frequency now for runway 3, which is 111.1. 1111. Okay. Set bearing 2 to nav 1. I'm going to leave bearing 1 at GPS for now. There is a VOR frequency for Spokane, 115.5. We'll enter that, so it's available to us. But right now we're going to keep our bearing 1 on GPS, which is showing us 16.4 nautical miles from Zatip. It's about 2 minutes, 6 seconds, which is interesting because we appear to be headed towards Zatip right now, but it's not consistent with the display. So honestly, I just don't have an explanation for what's going on. You know, it's possible that this is all harmless. You know, there's just a goofy graphical representation issue. But, you know, I'm going to stay on top of it because I'll tell you one thing I'm not doing. One thing I'm not doing is this. Bullshit. Okay, we're not doing that. So we're going to have to see what happens when we get to Zatip. We're only 74 seconds from Zatip. So let's see what happens when we get there. If this changes, will this change? You tell me. Will this change? That's the other question. We can actually zoom out on our MFD and see if we can notice. Yeah, you see? Look what's happening. Look. So it's almost like they want us to fly. I don't know. I can't explain it. Right now we're flying to Zatip as we should be. But according to this graphical display on the MFD map and also on the VFR map, we should be over here, not here. So that's what leads me to think that maybe the problem will resolve itself. I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess. 108 nautical miles out. Want to be at 33,000 feet at 110. We're at 36,000 feet, but don't forget that 2,000 foot, 2,400 foot correction that we have to make because of the airport elevation. Now look at this. You see? What the? I mean, the magenta line is correct. I just wonder what this white line is that's got us doing all this goofy stuff. I mean, this has us, if we stay where we are, and if this is correct, then when we get around here, we're going to turn left. We don't want to turn left. We're going to turn right to get to the airport. We're going to have to stay really on top of this because this is, we're going to be descending into IMC. Thank God it's still daylight, but pulling up current weather for Spokane, and it's 39 degrees still. Still cloudy though. Winds are out of the east-northeast. So actually the runway that we're landing on is the correct runway for once. Assuming the weather in the sim is the same as real life weather. Runway 03 ILS. Thank God it's an ILS approach. Oh, because I can let the instruments take over in terms of handling the approach as we get down into this soup. We are descending to, oh, we're leveling out 32,000. Let's see, 32, 26 they want us down to. Okay, fine. It's dangerous to do a descent with ATC that you have muted. You know what? On that point, I'm just gonna fucking set our. I'm not gonna listen to ATC because they're just gonna screw me as usual. We'll set our altitude. What did I say the minimums were? Okay, let's set it at 3,900 because one thing I was able to determine from the approach plate is that at caret, C-A-R-U-T, if I can find it, there it is. Right here, we want to be at 3,900 feet, so that gives us a little bit of guidance. We're off track now on the ForeFlight app, but on track on the MFD. So this is just a great example of bugs. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I hate to say it, but that's what's going on here. 86 miles out. 80 miles, you'd want to be at 24,000. Add 2,000 to it, makes 26,000. But we're at 85 now. So our altitude's, maybe we're slightly high, but nothing to worry about. Okay, get ready for, you know what, we're flying into known icing conditions, so I'm just going to activate our anti-icing equipment because we're just about to dip into this soup. see. Yeah, I don't... Oof, boy, that is one dirty window. I don't know what the issue is. Lately, I don't know, I feel like I've been cursed. Some of these approaches lately have been a little bit tense. It's totally unclear to me as to why this is going on. I guess one thing we could try to figure out is, does ZATIP appear on our flight plan twice? Let's check. Oh, no. Oh, man. Carrots there? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm telling you, this is a mystery. I know what's going to happen. We're going to get to this goddamn... Here's us. Okay? We're going to go this way, and what's going to happen is it's going to start to turn left and go back to ZATIP, which makes no sense. And then when it gets to ZATIP, it's going to turn back towards the airport. I'm not doing that. What's weird, though, is that ZATIP doesn't appear twice on our flight plan. I just don't have an explanation for this. Well, luckily, when we get here, if it starts to turn left, I'll switch to ILS mode, and we'll handle it. Oh, we're out. Oh, that was just a thin layer that we descended into. Although there's more clouds to come. 73 miles out, 24,000 feet. Generally want to be at 21,000 feet ASL at 70 miles, but with the airport elevation adjustment, we're just fine. But I can't explain this. You see this? I mean, this just doesn't make sense. Obviously, we would not do this. Obviously, we would not be approaching the airport, turn left, and head all the way back to our last waypoint. And it's weird because I did not do an approach selection. I just did the ILS, runway 03. I didn't do any of these published approaches, the STARS, as they call it, standard terminal arrivals. Well, you're going to find out with me. You know what they say, though? Just stay professional. Don't panic. Handle the situation. Can't remember if I've told that story before, but it's one of the greatest lessons I ever got in life. It was in college when I showed up for an exam, an open note exam for one of my classes, a final exam. And I realized I'd forgotten my notes. And I went up to the professor and I said, "Professor, this is an open note exam and I don't have my notes. Can I go get them?" And he looked at me and he said, "Take the examination." So I just said, "All right, suck it up, Buttercup." Took the examination. And then I got the highest grade in the class. It was a good lesson, though. If you're facing a situation that is less than ideal, but there's nothing you can do about it, then shut up and deal with it. Okay? That's what grown-ups do. All right, we have our minimums set. Let's see if we have any VOR information. We do. GEG's coming in. Golf, Echo Golf at 46.6. But 4 flights showing us 59 miles out. So we don't want a situation where we come in too high again. It's all right. Like yesterday in Scottsdale. Let's take a look real quick at our VFR map on our isoline map. The good news is it's not mountainous. I mean, yeah, Spokane's at 2,400 feet or whatever I said.
Transition altitude.
Yeah.
Nearest altimeter 3032.
2,400 feet, but there's no mountains or ridge lines or anything like that. You can see this is a topographical map. There are some to the east, obviously. but nothing that I think is going to cause us any problems. I really am just irritated by this, you know? All right, Betty says nearest altimeter is 3032. Seems high to me, but let's check. 3033. What do you know? She's within 1/100 of an inch. 54. Boy, those clouds. Wow. 54 miles out. Shallow water descent right now. Because at 50 miles out, you'd want to be at 15,000. And with the altitude airport elevation adjustment, that would be 17,000. But again, this has injected a certain degree of concern on my part. Look at that. Jeez. Amazing. Because am I really 50 miles out or am I less? Because the VOR DME is showing me 37.6. Here we go. Going IMC, friends. Kiss your view goodbye. Look at that. Oh, God, that's sweet. Slow to 240. Oh my gosh, aren't those clouds incredible? Slow to 230.
Landing gear.
Ignore him. Winds are coming straight at us, just 11 knots, manageable. You can really see how disorienting it is to go into clouds, and I'm not having to deal with inertial effects. So, you know, it's a sobering reminder of just how challenging it is to fly in instrument conditions. 46 miles out. 40 we want to be at 12, but really 14, and we're already at 13.3, so we can shallow out our descent rate even more. Just keep in mind, here's the plan, okay? As we start to approach this, if it starts turning left here, then I'll know it's screwed up. And I'll sync heading mode, sync the heading bug, activate HDG, then I'll just keep it on nav and switch immediately to APPR after we switch the nav source to nav 1. That's my plan, okay? We'll see how this works. Continue slowing. 220. 43 miles out. 12,300. So we're a little lower now than we want to be, but not dangerously so. I'm just eager to find out here. I'm virtually certain that once we get here, it's going to start turning left, which is screwed up. I vaguely remember something like this happening in the TBM, somewhere in the Caribbean. Well, we'll find out together, friends. Keep slowing. It's at 210. Maybe slower than I need to be going, but I don't, you know, I may have my hands very full here in a second. Look at this. Got a little ice. Bupkis. Can't see diddly. Passenger views not exactly amazing. Nothing. I mean, we're just in the soup. All right, we're going to keep a very sharp eye here. 37 miles and 11,000. Remember, at 30 miles, we'd want to be at 9,000, but that would turn to 11 with the airport elevation adjustment. Okay, I'm staying calm, but I'm starting to sweat. I'm not going to lie. Whew. All right. 900 foot per minute descent. Keeping an eye on terrain, anything like that. There's other aircraft in the area, but I'm not. Terrain's not an issue. See, this is interesting. See, ATC is telling me continue to GEG. GEG is planned. And that's where, according to this, that's where I'm headed next, is GEG. But for whatever reason, it thinks when I get to or near GEG, I'm supposed to make a left turn, but that's just wrong. And I didn't do that. That's a product of the setup page. So this is revealing. Still in the soup. 30 miles and 9,800. Shallow out even more. Slow to 200. Get ready. I mean, something's going to happen when we get to GEG. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what, but something. I'm showing us 4 minutes, 24 seconds from GEG, at which point we should turn right towards the airport, not left and away from it. This is really, really peculiar. Spokane, another unlucky airport. According to the ForeFlight app, right now I appear to be headed straight to Carrot. C-A-R-U-T. Let's see where Carrot is relative to GEG. Yeah. See? Why does it want me to go to GEG? GEG is GEG? It's funny, GEG isn't even on my flight plan. This is very weird. 29 miles, 8,900 feet. Man, I wouldn't want to take my blood pressure right now. Problem is that if we get to Carrot, it's only 4.6 miles to the airport. That is a really short final. So this could be very interesting, you guys. .28 miles, 8,600 feet. Let's see if we have any. Nav1. Let's see if we do have ILS information. Oh shit, they're showing us at only 11.7 miles out. Now keep in mind, that's a direct line between us and the airport. If you see what I mean by that. See, 11.2. So it's 11.2 miles from us to the airport, when in reality it's going to be a little bit more than that because we're going to go this way and then turn right. Okay, well, this is getting tense. And this weather. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Got rain going across the window here. All right, friends, buckle up. I'm going to do this kind of stuff now because, like landing lights, because we're going to have our hands full. We can go ahead and depressurize at 8,000, that's fine. Let me just check. Let's do sync our heading bug first. Let's just sync the heading so we don't dramatically alter anything by doing this. Oh, it switched to nav 1 on its own. I didn't even do anything. Okay, good. That's great. All right, so let's switch to nav mode and now APPR. And this is telling me that we're too high, so let's continue slowing. Set to 180 and 1 notch of flaps. Speed brakes.
Landing gear.
Oh, I told you we were going to have our hands full, you guys. Oh, man, this is intense. We're still too high. I got to slow down to buy more time because I'm showing only 6 miles from the airport. Oh, God. We're at the equivalent of 4,600 feet, but our glide slope's showing us high. Here's the runway. I mean, I can see it on the visualize simulator, if not in the clouds or through the clouds. We're going to go ahead and put our second notch and our gear down. All I can do is try to slow us down. This is finally coming up, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh boy, I think I sense another ATC mess, or bugs galore. You know what? We're not getting any love from the glide slope. But our radio altimeter is 2,400 feet. It should be coming up. Oh my God, dude, I'm like sweating bullets right now. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna altitude hold. We're gonna sync our heading bud. We're gonna try this again. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna risk the aircraft. We're gonna make a right turn. I'm gonna try this again. I don't know what you guys would have done. I mean, we're on top of the airport now, and this is still screwed up. Look at this. Just like I said, it wants us to turn left. I'm going to hold. 3,900 feet's where we're supposed to be at Carrot. So yeah, we're just way too high. And the airport's just below us and to our left. It's okay. Just stay calm. Everybody's going to be okay. I promise. I really was hoping for a nice smooth landing. Turn off our bank limiter, goddammit. Turn more steeply. I'm watching this radio altimeter right here like a hawk because I don't want to get too close to the ground, which I think we are. But we're not. We're okay. We're okay. I just, I'm sweating bullets, but that's okay. Radio altimeter still shows us 1,600 feet above ground level. So we're not in danger of crashing or anything like that, but this is not what I was expecting. Okay, now we're basically flying the downwind. Everything's all right. We're going to be okay. I don't know if you can see what we're doing here. Okay, we're going to turn. We're going to get to Carrot. Zoom in here on the MFD. Back to Carrot. We know we're supposed to be at 3,900 feet at Carrot. And Carrot is coming up. Oh my God. This is like so stressful. You have no idea. Gears down. We're all configured. There's Carrot. Right there. C-A-R-U-T. Right there. We're going to make a little left turn here just to buy us a little comfort on that UE that we're about to execute. Man, this is... I mean, I'm going to need a cocktail after this. Okay, now we're going to turn towards Carrot. Finally, that glide slope's coming up. I don't know if you can tell it, but I can see it. I can't zoom in on it right now, so stand by. Okay, we're turning base right now, if you can see. We're turning this way. Man, I'm having to use all my piloting skills, such as they are. Okay, we're headed to Carrot. 90 degrees. Right there. You see? To turn right another 40 degrees. Remember, the approach course for this runway is 031, so we're going to turn to 360. We'll go to 80 PPR now. Okay, now we got the glide slope. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, full flaps. That took years off my life. Years off my life. I could see the rabbit, although I don't show us lined up. Okay, we're going to disconnect the auto throttle. Disconnect the autopilot.
Autopilot.
I have the runway in sight. Oh my God, Spokane, you almost killed me. I got red and white on the Vossi. We got full flaps, we got gear down. 154 knots.
2 mile final runway 03.
Oh my God, you guys. Why do I do this to myself? Got 2 whites. No wind, thank God. Thank goodness for that. Look at these weird atmospheric conditions. It's like orange outside. What's... Alright, now we're okay. We found it. Can you believe it? That was pretty good. We found it. 500. Come on, give me some white. Give me some red on those. There we go. There we go. There we go. 149. I can't believe we found this runway in this. Nice, okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm gonna need therapy after that. Oh, God. Okay. That was intense. That was a complete IFR, IMC landing, the likes of which I haven't had to do in a long, long time. I'm wondering if we're going to get... I'm going to go exit left, I guess. I'd like some arrows, but... Okay. All right, friends. Well, that was dramatic. All right. So, let's see if we get any love from ATC in terms of tuning ground and taxi to parking. We didn't get any arrows? There we go. All right, so let's go outside. Look at this weird sky. All right, bring in those spoilers. Bring in those flaps. I gotta tell you guys, that was one of the most stressful landings I've had in a long time. I mean, a long ass time. I mean, I'm not at all suggesting that there weren't better ways to handle it. Maybe there were. But all things considered, we found this runway just trying to draw upon what we've learned from the sim. And it worked. It worked. And you got a play-by-play on my... my impressions of this all as it happened. Man, that was stressful. I mean, truly. You know, people think this game is just sort of Google Maps in an airplane, but it's... When you have all your settings at hard, it's... You're in a situation like that where some stupid bug would have really, or could have really, caused problems, and you're going to deal with it, then, you know, it's, you got to kind of know what and how to do. And I'm not saying my solution was the best solution, but I'll tell you this, it worked. Look where we are now. Safe on the ground in Spokane with an orange sky. I couldn't believe it when when that runway materialized. I'm like, I cannot believe we found this runway using our thank God for the ILS. Oh my God, what would I have done if this had been a non-precision approach? All right, anyway. No reason to think about the parade of terribles because we made it. We found the runway. We landed safely. We're in Spokane. It's 3 degrees Celsius outside. We're just about to park. And this was a real adventure. And I love it. I really do. I mean, I don't like the fact that all of this was thrown at me because of bugs. But by the same token, in that way, it's a little bit representative of aviation in general, right? Expect the unexpected. You know, in the sim, those unexpected things come in the form of bugs. In aviation, they come in the form of whatever, weather, mechanical problems, you name it. But the point is, deal with it. Can you deal with it? Can you solve the problem? Can you take control? Can you not let insecurities or lack of self-confidence infect you? Can you deal with it? And that part of the game I really like. You know? Give me my X. There it is. That was great. That was great. I mean, I should be complaining right now that the sim almost gave me a heart attack. I can't tell you how weird it is to play a game where, I mean, I felt my heart rate up. I was sweating on my brow. Here we are parked beautifully, my bad. I mean, I was really, my respiration was up. I was really nervous when it became apparent that the imported flight plan was screwed up and we were going to have problems. And you know, I kept thinking, am I about to see a mountain in front of me any second? I mean, this is the same plane I've been flying now for, I don't know, 6 or 7 weeks. It's been all over the place. South Pacific, West Pacific, all the way east to Albany. I mean, we've been everywhere. And I've not crashed. I don't want to crash. I take it seriously. And so it's fun to be able to take it seriously. But by the same token, I also, you know, as a result, I hate to say I'm emotionally invested in it, but I really don't want to crash. I really take it seriously in that sense. Well, enough of this. All right, everybody's been through enough with this flight. Kill the remaining lights, kill the anti-icing equipment. We don't need that anymore. And let's see if we drop to the logbook screen here. What do you think? Yep, there it is. Okay, 2 hours, 10 minutes, 57 seconds. Wheels up, wheels down. I never did stop the timer, but that's not the end of the world, I guess, because now we know how long the flight was. Thank you for joining us on that anxiety-inducing approach and landing. But it's something only this game provides. No zombies were killed in the making of this video. Thanks, everybody.